Welcome back to the Falcon Dive, everyone. So glad you made it. We have an exciting episode here with some staff from our accounting department.
Woo!
Again, I am John and my co-host, Nicole. Hi.
As always.
Yes, we are here again, and we've got some special guests with us today. So I will go ahead and let our guests introduce themselves. If you could each just share a fun fact about yourself and your position in the department, that would be great. So Dawn, why don't we start with you?
So I'm Dawn Hukai. I'm an accounting professor and chair of accounting and finance. And my fun fact is that I like both bluegrass and Pokemon Go. It's an unusual combination.
What a mix, Dawn.
Whoa.
Excellent.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Oh man, we have to think of a fun fact. Okay, well my name's Lori Nixon and I'm an assistant professor of practice in accounting. And probably my fun fact that people wouldn't know is that I just started last September at UW River Falls.
Oh.
All right, new to the scene. Great.
Yes.
What are you thinking so far?
I love it. I love being able to apply what I learned out in industry, in a public accounting firm, to the students and be back with students. It's just awesome.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad to have you both here. Thanks so much for joining us. We are going to dive right into some questions to start us off. So could you start by just sharing a little bit about your program and what makes accounting unique at UW River Falls?
Sure. Accounting is an art that uses a science. In addition to the math, there's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of communication with people, explaining what the numbers mean. We are true business partners. Definitely, we have to understand the financial side well, but we also have to understand all of operations, work with all of the different departments within our organization, because all of them are going to use that information to make decisions. Accounting is unique in that we are getting students started on a profession, and you can actually go and work in the profession upon your graduation from the undergraduate level. You are not required to go on to graduate school like you would be in so many other professions like lawyers and doctors. Here, a lot of our students will get out and they'll have taken the 150 credits that are needed for CPA licensure at the undergraduate level, sometimes adding a double major, sometimes a minor. And so you can really move your career forward very quickly in accounting. And it's definitely a field that is in demand. We have very high placement rates, always over 90%. Sometimes it's 100% in a particular year. And it's work that can be done remotely, which is very important right now. A lot of our interns this spring were able to transition to remote work and kept on working for their employers during the busy season, despite the fact that they weren't sitting physically in an office with their coworkers anymore.
That's fantastic.
And our interns usually make $20 to $25 an hour, which tends to be higher than interns in other fields.
Yes.
Dawn, that is a nice number. Excellent. So would you two say you have any information on what will be the favorite class of your students in accounting?
Well, I'll take this one first, and Dawn, then you can add. I would say that the favorite class, when I think about this, it varies by student. But what I think about, because I teach some of the introductory courses and also the tax class, the two tax classes, some students come into accounting with no idea what it is, but they just know that the core accounting courses are something they have to take as a business major. And then as they proceed, it's almost like unwrapping a present where they discover that they are actually really skilled at this analytical abilities that we have to have. And they discover what accounting is about, that it's or just numbers and green eye shades and the pencil pouch and everything. It's not even that. And they discover intertwines with all other business aspects, and through that discovery, and they look at the profession and they say, oh my goodness, this is what I want to major in. And unwrapping that present is exciting. So it's probably, I'm more geared towards the introductory classes being when we can unwrap that for students, that's great. Or even when we're introducing accounting to the other majors so that they can take that knowledge into the workplace too and become a cohesive, collaborative team, that's awesome.
Lori, that's a really cool analogy.
Yes.
So wish I had the skills to move into accounting, finance. Sister can't do math. She really can't. It's a big old no for me, but that really made me want to be an accounting major, because that is such an enticing way to look at the profession and the industry. That's so fun. I like that.
Good.
Dawn, anything to add?
And so talking with the interns who have been out working, usually they'll say that their tax classes and their auditing classes are the most helpful, because those are often the areas that people will start out working in entry-level positions and internships in accounting. So very important classes, and I think both the instructors and the students have fun in those, knowing that it's going to be used very imminently too.
So speaking of internships, could you share maybe some stories or experiences that current students are out in the field doing right now? What are their internships or even research projects that they're working on right now?
We had several of our more senior accounting students in my tax class, and many of them had CPA internships in the spring, whether, as Dawn said, they went into auditing or into tax. One provided me feedback that while she went through training at her firm the very first week, she felt extremely comfortable with the individual tax information she was learning. She was sitting beside somebody else who was from another school that didn't have the familiarity with individual taxes like she had, because she had taken our tax class in the fall. And that was really great to hear that made her more comfortable, and she really enjoyed her internship. Another intern worked at a CPA firm, as an example, in the research and development credit area, and that was a very specialized area, and was able to apply various knowledge in accounting to that.
Great. It sounds like our students are very prepared then when they go into those internships. That's awesome.
All right. So this might be kind of a fun question to think about. Are there any specific or interesting emphasis areas within accounting, or any kind of fun combinations you've seen on campus for majors and minors?
Spanish is one that employers call asking for. So that's sometimes one that's unexpected, thinking that I'm going to say something in a business area, which, yeah, definitely we have students who double major in finance as well. That's very popular. But I think whatever you're interested in, you can get outside of that business box. And if you are planning on working for a green energy company, maybe you want to take some conservation classes. If you are going to work for an oil and gas company, maybe you're going to take some geology classes. So it's something that anything that you're interested in, or know that you're going to be working in an area, that's where you can go and find those secondary interests.
All right. Next, to talk a little bit about some alumni from River Falls, could you share any stories or experiences about our alumni?
Sure. So we've got Dan Florness. He's the CEO of Fastenal. It was one of the 10 most innovative companies in 2019. And he started out as an accounting major. He moved his way up to CFO in the company that he was in. And then he decided, well, it's time to take on the mantle of leadership in this company. And he now runs the entire business and makes high up strategic decisions. And so being a business partner with executives oftentimes in the accounting role can give you these opportunities along the way. We also have Maureen Pahacek. She was the first woman partner in Arthur Andersen. She now works for PwC as a tax manager. And she has also been very supportive of our programs through the years. And we have partners at firms like Lawrence Compston, Foley Calcime in the area. A lot of people have gone to Wipfli and Redpath and CLA. There's just an amazing amount of opportunities that we have with all of the firms in the area. And we even have somebody out at EY, which used to be Ernst & Young in New York. And he got that because of a connection he made when he was on semester abroad Europe. He was doing a project on the history of auditing in both the UK and the US. He got in touch with some auditors in the London office of EY, and they were able to give him a referral back to the New York office, and that's where he works now. So lots and lots of opportunities for our alums out there, and really great contacts that then these are often the people that come back and hire interns and entry-level students from UWRF to go and work with them as well.
Connections, Dawn. Okay. And Don, were a lot of those areas located in like the Twin Cities, or are they all around? Where's the primary?
Right. So a lot of those firms, they have offices in the Twin Cities, but CLA is national. They have offices around a lot of the country. Wipfli's national, a lot of the country. Ernst & Young EY is global. PwC is global. We have somebody at Deloitte right now. That's definitely one of the big globals. And KPMG, we've had somebody at recently too. So all four of what we call in accounting the big four accounting firms, the big global firms, are all represented with recent graduates as well. And then there's lots of the national sized firms that tend to be good fits for our students. And then there's also very small firms. There's something for everybody in accounting as far as the type of work that you're doing, and then the size of organization that you're doing that with as well.
All right, now it's time for some fun mystery questions.
John, the way you asked that.
Scary.
Get ready, I know.
Time for the fun.
You have not been prepared for these questions, so get ready. They're not that bad. We'll go ahead and start with Dawn. Would you rather have a completely automated home or a self-driving car? See, not that bad.
A self-driving car, because I really dislike driving.
Oh.
And I feel like at home I have fun doing all of the things that I need to do at home. I actually like cleaning my home. Driving from place to place is not my favorite activity, especially in the winter. So if this is a self-driving car that can handle the winter weather, which I think is a challenge for some of the companies right now, but once they get that perfected, I'm going to be an early adopter of the self-driving car. And I want it to be able to fly as well.
Oh, whoa.
Hovering would be great.
Yeah, hovering is fine.
All right, good answer.
And I like these would you rather questions really well. Awesome.
Well, yours is coming up next, Lori. So would you rather spend the rest of your life with a sailboat as your home or an RV as your home?
Oh, definitely an RV, because my husband doesn't know how to swim. So he grew up on a farm, and I mean, we've enjoyed, you know, he puts on a life jacket and enjoys things, but in a sailboat continuously would be hard. So I'd have to say goodbye to him, and I don't really want to. And we love to camp. We have since we've been younger. And so that would be really cool to go around in an RV.
Awesome. I completely agree. John is a big old outdoorsman, but I do enjoy camping and such as well. My parents are actually retiring and they're about to get an RV. So you chose the right answer, Lori, because I'm excited to live that life. I'm about ready to retire and go be in this RV too. So those are all the questions we have for y'all today. Thank you so much for sharing the best content about accounting. Do either of you have any final send-off for our viewers today?
If any of you have questions about the accounting majors, please send us your questions, call us, email us. We're happy to answer your questions. We want you to have full information to make your decision, and we're happy to help answer those questions along the way.
Exactly. We are here for you. So if you need us, get a hold of us.
All right. Well, thank you so much, you two. Thank you to everyone watching, and we will catch you on the next episode of the Falcon Dive.
All right. Bye.